Hello, everybody, and welcome. We are live. We are also broadcasting simultaneously to Facebook, so hello to everybody watching there. If you want to get in on some really fun action in the chat, come on over and see us on YouTube, Fish Room Fever. Lots of people in there. We're going to say some hellos. First off, thank you, Chattanooga Ed, my co-host, for joining me. And then, of course, we have the Zen Ginger in the chat throwing out all the links ahead of time. Thank you very much, Zen. Dank Tanks, Griffin Fish Room, Mob Guppy, Chewy LTD, scrolling through here, Chattanooga Ed in the chat saying hello to everybody. Sandy Dowdy, Punchy Paints, hello, glad to see you, Pam. Moonstone is here, hi, Kim. Small Fry Aquatics, Tampa Tom Fishing, I feel like I missed somebody going through there. JH Aquatics is also with us, Monica Lynn, Tiffany White, Big J's Fish Keeper, Sherry Kramer, hello, Pond and More. It's like everybody rolling in here now. Excited to be here. Got a lot to talk about. Try and cram it all into an hour. So much going on. I'm just glad to be here. Glad to be doing YouTube stuff. Glad to talk to all you people. Thank you to everybody that showed up. Hey, Aquaballs, to the video I premiered about, I don't know, an hour and 15 minutes ago of the unboxing of the new guppies. I do want to say, first off, I am sorry that my chat apparently froze up on me, and I did not realize it till after the fact, because I just had 4 messages from myself in my chat. Then after it ended, and I opened it back up, I was like, that's weird. I know there were people in here before. Is the video really that bad? I realized that the chat was rolling. There were about 30 people in there, and there was a $5 super chat from Redfish Bluefish that I did not get to see. So thank you very much, Redfish Bluefish. I'm sorry I didn't get to acknowledge you during the premiere, but I appreciate that very, very much. And thank you everybody else who showed up for that. If you didn't see it, go check it out. It's a little 4-minute video. But I got some new fish from Lake Hamilton Guppies. I follow him on Instagram and saw that he had some really, really nice fish. So I ordered them, and he's not only got amazing fish, but just did a wonderful job in shipping them. Sent me some extra stuff. Both strains actually dropped fry in the bag on the way, so awesome there. But go check that out. I'm super glad to have those. He's just a great guy. So I'd love to show him some support.
James is going to take me out for the guppies.
Well, I told everybody I'm blaming you and Chewy for getting me on this guppy kick. As much as you talk about guppies and as much as Chewy talks about guppies, I finally have jumped on the guppy train. I've got guppy fever, as Chewy said in the comments on that video.
Well, they're so much fun.
They are. And I'm already looking at down the road. I'm like, man, these half black leopards are already super iridescent. If I were to down the road take some of my platinum albinos and those half black leopards, I wonder what I could come up with through some selective breeding. So it's already got me thinking.
Well, and I'll give you some of those Galaxy albinos too.
Dude, that's awesome. I may just have to get rid of the Pleco on my brand and turn into Guppy Room Fever.
Well, you can do both because, I mean, they all get along.
Oh, yeah. But, go ahead.
You've got the platinum albino, so you've got the blue albino, and now you'll have a yellow because it's kind of a gold that a Galaxy albino.
That's going to be
and they don't eat their fry, so they're awesome.
Make sure I'm not missing anything in the chat. Chewy LTD, I know you mentioned before the stream started you had a question for us both.
You know what?
If you want to
Can I just say hi to someone?
Absolutely.
The Mob Guppy. Have we ever had him in here before, Peter?
I don't know that Peter's been in here before or not.
I love watching his live streams.
He is always online at work.
Yeah. Well, I've been catching him as much as I can, and man, I just have such a good time with him and Bolo, his little dog. They're awesome. Just had to throw that out there.
No, absolutely. I'm glad to have Peter in here.
And hi, everybody else. I saw Monica Lynn say hi to me, and I know Chewy. But I'm not going to go say hi to everybody again because James just did it.
Oh, and Jay and Aquarium's in here, and I want to bring that up because I actually won a giveaway, and I filmed the video. In transitioning phones, I thought I'd lost the footage, but I did finally find that footage, so I'm going to get that edited and get that released hopefully here in the next couple days. So shout out to JN. Sorry I haven't gotten that out there sooner. I know it wasn't an obligatory thing that I do a video after winning, but I felt bad. Another one that I still haven't done a video for was Pet Exotics. I won a giveaway from him a while back. And Diego at Petzotics is actually going to have Ed and myself on as guests on Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. So be sure to go check that out. I'm sure somebody will throw a link up for both Jay and Aquariums and Diego at Petzotics, 2 awesome channels among a ton of awesome channels that we've got in here right now.
Yeah, everywhere you look, you see people that I love to watch. It's awesome.
And Tiffany White says she calls her addiction to guppies guppyitis. I like that very much. Sharon Miller saying, I love guppies. I have some albino galaxy guppies from Lucas, and they are so beautiful. Yeah, just about anything you get from Lucas Bretts is sure to be just a gorgeous strain. Moonstone asking if I have any links to Hamilton guppies. I have the link for his Instagram. Let me see. I did ask before this stream.
Yeah, I've never heard of Hamilton, like the President Hamilton.
Lake Hamilton guppies. I linked the Instagram account in that video. Let me look real quick.
You're going to have to text that to me.
They do have a Facebook.
And I didn't bring a pin to the.
And they're working on a YouTube. So let me link his Instagram. I can pull that from the previous video. Somebody will probably beat me to it. But we're going to try here.
Yeah, I'm going to have to check him out. I've never done that.
It's got awesome stuff. And if you watch the video, the way that he packaged and shipped those guppies, and I forgot to mention it in the video because I kept having to retake it because I was having camera issues. But the customer service was amazing too. Like he messaged me, like I said, ahead of time, said, hey, I'm sending out some extra stuff to you. Hope you make sure you got tank space. They were delayed by USPS. And so he messaged me last night and he's like, hey, have you heard anything on your end? It's not updated on mine. It says, they left Florida at 3 a.m. Just kind of followed through the whole way. It was a really awesome experience.
I'm going to have to give him a look. And does he have a website or a YouTube channel?
No website. It says they're working on YouTube, working on a website, but they do have a Facebook. I didn't link the Facebook, but trying to work within the means of my internet while streaming and having 4 other windows open here. So bear with me.
Well, Tiffany says they're pretty cool too, so I'm going to have to check them out.
Yeah, he sent me metallic black lace ones. Ooh. And I ordered the half black AOC leopards. Videos.
I want to apologize now. Today, I literally just got here into my house 15 minutes ago. I didn't get my guppy grass sent again. So Big J, I didn't have your stickers out, and the guppy grass guys, I got to do it on Monday. So I apologize. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to drag my feet. It just seems like things keep happening. Today, the last couple of days, I've been searching for cloth for my sister's mask, the masks that she's making, and I'm also doing stuff with my fish room. I've been looking everywhere for Ethernet, and I was just I ended up going to Home Depot, and I was going to make it myself, which stinks because you can buy 100 feet of Ethernet for like $22, or you can buy it uncapped for $22, and then you have to buy the caps, which come in a package of 25, which was like $10. And then I had to buy a tool for $23 to snap them on. So it was like costing me $50 for this, but it was the only place I could find it. And then when I went to drop the material off at my sister's, my brother-in-law said he'd just make it for me at the factory. So all of that, and I'm just going to take it back and get my money back.
Wow, that's a whole lot of something for nothing. So the Zen Ginger did find the Instagram link. I am looking for the Facebook account because I did not have that before. Chewy has posted the question. If you wanted to read it, Ed, maybe you can give a good explanation on that.
Let's see where it was. I don't get it. Like, it doesn't last very long on my side.
Okay, let me see. Here we go. Chewy LT says, Fishburne fever, since you have caught the guppy virus fever, Now I want you and Ed to explain the difference between guppy fever and the other virus that's currently going on that I won't say the name of live.
One's enjoyable. I don't know. I don't know if it'll make your life any longer. Because you're going to be worrying about your stupid guppies all the time, but so much more fun. I'm going to be...
So I'm going to say my difference is one gets you a work note to stay home and puts money in your pocket thanks to the government, and the other one's going to cost you money and make you work more.
There you go. I think I'm going to do, for my 2 guppies I'm going to throw outside, I'm going to do my blue Moscows, because I'm just not happy with their size. And I bought some big boy Moscows that were real pretty and put them in with the females and, well, with just the herd. I've got 2 tanks. I was keeping one with just the original strand that was just beautiful, but way too small. And then I had my second tank where I took a bunch of the females out and put them in there with 3 big pretty boys. And I'm just still not happy with it. So I'm going to take them all and just throw them in one of those 110-gallon totes and see what I get at the end of the year.
Right on. I'm going to burn through the chat real quick because I see a new member has popped up, but I don't want to jump past everything else highlighted. So let's see. Jay in Aquarium says, good to hear, but hope all is well. Fisher and Fever. Absolutely. I've got that stuff you sent me in tanks already. Some of it was even featured in the Planet Tank video I did earlier in the week. Scroll through here.
And James, yes, I get all the time people asking me where you're at, and I've been explaining to people that this crisis, you've been just working so much. It stinks.
It's been interesting. The Miss Fever was sick, but as you all can see, I'm kind of back in the swing of things. I got videos going. I've got more energy going into the live streams, which is awesome. We're going to gain back some momentum. It really hit me hard when I only gained 6 subscribers in a whole month, when I'd been gaining that many in a day. And I was like, I looked at myself and I was like, you fell off. And I kicked myself in the butt and was like, you need to get back to it. You were having so much fun and now you're not. So I just jumped back into it and I'm loving it. Small Fry Aquatics says, Fisher and Fever, I've got the Guppy Fever 2, adding 3 more IFGA lines in May, and really would like to find an IFGA Platinum Delta line as well. That is phenomenal. I don't think in the cut that I actually did, I mentioned it, but the halfback AOC leopards were actually from an IFGA show line. So I thought that was really cool too. But that is awesome, Small Fry. I'm glad to hear that. I'm falling in love with the guppies lately. Scroll through here. That's going to jump a little bit, I'm sure. All right. So that's all the highlighted questions. So I can get down to multi-tank addiction. Welcome to Bristlenose. Chris, thank you, buddy, for becoming a member. I really do appreciate that. That's one of the things I want to talk about tonight is the memberships. Not as a promotion, but just kind of explain the different levels. And what we've got going on there. Also, I was looking through the members list, and pretty much all of them have their own YouTube channels. So one of the things I wanted to do tonight was give a special shout out to those people and kind of let everybody know, hey, I'm subscribed to all of these people that are members on here. I think it's the least I can do is shout them out and say, go check these people out. I enjoy their content. I think you will too. So we'll definitely jump into that here shortly. See if I've missed anything else. All right. Chewy LTD says, Fisher and Fever, for me, the difference is that you are healthy. You can listen to music while still enjoying watching your fish while under quarantine is my thoughts. There you go. Absolutely. Multi-Tank Addiction says, mine will be coming soon too. Fisher and Fever. Awesome, Chris. I'm glad to hear it. Can't wait for that. I, for one, will definitely be signing up. Hello, Science Gal Aquatics. Glad to have you here, Carrie. I think we are all caught up on that. So
Joseph's here. I don't know if you said hi to him.
I did, but hello again, Joseph. Glad to have you, buddy. Tampa Tom Fishing. I think I mentioned him earlier, but if not, I know I saw Tom in here. TJ's Pets and Plant World. Hello. Before I jump into my spiel and take over the stream once again, Ed, you had something you wanted to show us and get some input from the audience today.
Oh, yeah. Well, today I was also trying to find some Amano fish or Amano shrimp for my planted tank because I'm overdoing the fertilizer, and so I've got algae growing now in there.
Right.
And so I thought I'll just get a couple of monos, and I ended up buying 500 feet of tubing, which was at an awesome price. It comes in on Friday from my local pet store guy. I did buy a bag of blue shrimp. These are generic shrimp, but I bought a bag of blue, a bag of cherry, and his last two jade that he had. But he always has, like, if he takes things out of his fish tank that he's used, he sells it for half price. And I got this pretty little piece of wood. And I was like, this doesn't look like it's ever been in a tank. And he said he used to use it to hold a lid down so people wouldn't lift a lid up. And I was like, well, I don't know if you should be selling it for half price, but I'll take it. So, but I don't know. And it's really neat because it stands up. Oh, of course it's not going to stand up. Well, that doesn't look good. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I go kind of a sideways job? Bring it straight on? Somebody had one of these and they put the dark straight out in front. And Zen Ginger said, put the light side in front. I think it was Zen. Unless it was Monica. And the light side's normally prettier. So, something to think about. I mean, I can also just, drop it in straight down. Just a neat looking piece. Oh, maybe I'll do it like this. But I think I'm gonna be getting some shrimp, some nice high quality shrimp from Rob at Flips Shrimp or Flips Aquarium. Help me out, Chris. I was talking to him, and he's going to do another show with Chris
Flip
and I.
Aquatics.
Yeah, Flips Aquatics. And I told him that I was looking forward to getting some of his shrimp. And so he said, well, wait till he comes back on, and then I'll order it, and he's going to ship it to me like 1 day shipping so I can open it on live. So I thought that'd be pretty fun. So maybe that'll go in one of the nice shrimp tanks.
Very, very nice.
They won't be in the shrimp room. I mean, in the fish room, the shrimp room, because I don't want them to be at 75 degrees. The rest of my basement normally stays about 68. So
Mark, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Ed. I always take your pauses for stops, and I'm like, fill the gap.
It's all good.
Mark Von Wisco has joined us. I want to say a huge thank you to Kim at Moonstone. $10 super chat says, nice find, Ed. Absolutely. And we've got a couple other people mentioning you finally found your wood, Ed.
Well, this is new wood.
This is the same type of wood. It's about 6 months aged in the tank. And it has definitely darkened up some on the top. At first, it keeps that really bright color. And it did fungus a little bit. So if it does that, don't freak out. It's not harmful, and you'll find stuff that'll pick at it, especially if you've got shrimp in there with it. But it will kind of darken up and age as it goes on and sits in the water longer. But Kim Moonstone, thank you very much for that. Not only a member, but a huge super chat supporter as well. Very much appreciated. Zen Ginger saying, put it sideways where the dark is at low light. That's kind of what I got here, what I've got here.
James has got a piece of wood in one of his tanks that it has like yellow and reds in it. You know what I'm talking about?
I think that was this one before it aged out completely. Because at one point it got like a real maroonish color. Hey, speak of the devil, Lake Hamilton Guppies has joined us in here. How about that?
Awesome.
Hello and welcome.
And so has Redfish Bluefish.
He has Redfish Bluefish. In case you didn't hear it earlier in the stream, thank you for that $5 super chat during the video earlier. For some reason, my chat wasn't updating, so I literally had 4 messages back to back to myself showing in the chat. Nobody else's was showing, and I'm going, oh my God, did the video flop that bad? There's nobody in here. Come to find out, there were 30 people, a whole bunch of people talking, and you had a super chat for $5 that I didn't even get to see till afterwards. So thank you for that, my friend. Very much appreciated.
Well, and congratulations to Jason. He lost his job due to we won't say what, but he lost a job because of what's going on. And he already found a new one because he's amazing and smart.
Absolutely.
He had a super fun video last night, and y'all have to watch it if you didn't see it last night. And he's actually cooking.
Yeah,
it's super fun. And it has some great music on there, too. And some bad music.
You're fine. I was just going to ask if we could get a mod to throw that link in there for Redfish Bluefish's video. That would be much appreciated. But yeah, now let me move this momentarily, and I'll show you this piece of wood that we're talking about, or the same type of wood that we're talking about. So there you can kind of see the dark underneath. But you remember it had like some almost maroonish colors to it at one point.
Yeah.
But it's kind of, and I'm not complaining. I still like the way it looks, but the coloration has definitely changed on it as it's gotten older. You do this kind of slow so I don't give anybody motion sickness.
Nice job.
Bam. There we go. Thank you, sir. All right. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything else while I was playing around with the camera. Lake Hamilton Aquatics, you are more than welcome for the love. I appreciate everything you did, the awesome fish, the awesome shipping, and the great customer service. So it was the least I could do. I'm so thrilled with those guys. It's not even funny.
And were we able to figure out his website?
I don't think he's got a website from what I was reading in our correspondence, but we did get his Instagram, and we've also got his Facebook page up. And thank you to him because he actually went and posted the link for my unboxing on their Facebook page and their Instagram. So that was very much appreciated. That video is actually currently trending #1 within the first amount of time. So I looked earlier, it was like within the first 43 minutes, it's got more views than any other video. So
wow,
very cool.
Well, just don't hook James up too much because I don't want him to
outdo you on the guppies.
Me.
I've already actually got another order of guppies coming in that ships Monday, Ed. So you'll have to wait and see what those are. Those are from someone else. Those are from HC Aqua. You've got some of his guppies already. I don't have any of Jesse's guppies, so I had to get some from him.
Jesse's guppies are amazing.
They are. Lake Hamilton Guppy says, no website yet, working on it, Insta and Facebook for right now. And I know you kind of mentioned dabbling on YouTube at some point, possibly. If you decide that you want to do YouTube, holler at me. I've always done whatever I can to try and help people with their YouTube channels. I'm no expert, but I do anything I can for anybody. I used to and will still continue to do that. That's an open invitation that never ended. If you need help with the YouTube channel or you want some opinions, like I said, I'm not claiming to be an expert, but I'm here to help anybody at any point. Mark Von Wisco says, Fish Room Fever, I have a new colony of Blue Dream shrimp. Can't wait to have the numbers to start moving them to other tanks. I am still waiting to get some blues. That's one of the few colors. Well, I say one of the few colors. That's one of the few colors that I really want that I don't have. I've got the oranges. I've got, of course, red cherries. I've got some nice jades. I've got blacks. I want blues, but I'm kind of hung up on wanting some from LRB. Like when I look at blues, I really want some either from LRB or Flip Aquatics. So if I can get some from either of those two, then I will be in business. And Amber with Big City Bettas popping through with a $10 super chat. Thank you, Amber, very, very much. Says, just wanted to pop in and show some love. Thank you guys for the entertainment and fun, especially during these weird times. Absolutely. I wish I could be on to entertain more often. I appreciate the $10 super chat, and I can't say enough how awesome it was to meet you and everybody else, Joseph, everybody at the Big Fish Deal. That's one of those things that I kind of held on to when I came back to the real world and all of this nonsense started. That event was so much fun that it's kind of been something that helped me push through, if you will, with the fish side of things.
Yeah, and Amber, I don't know if you watched our video last week when we did the trivia competition, but your name came up as somebody that we're going to try to get eventually. We need to work out all the technical problems before we start doing that again. But I had a tremendous amount of fun last week. The worst part of it was not seeing what the crowd was saying.
Yeah. Absolutely. That was fun. Definitely want to do that again. Another announcement was, Lord, my mind has just gone blank. Wow. Okay, I'll come back to that one when I think of it. Small Fry Aquatics says, Fish Room Fever just got blues from LRB yesterday. I'll have the video up later tonight. Awesome. If somebody wants to throw a link up for Small Fry's channel, by all means, feel free to do that. I'm going to have to watch that because, like I said, if when it comes to the blues, I either want LRB or Flip Aquatics blues, and that's about the only two places I'm going. Unless somebody wants to send me some free ones and convince me theirs are better. I mean, I'm open to that, shamelessness there.
Does anybody
Emerson says 52 watching now. I appreciate that very, very much. I hope y'all are enjoying the show thus far.
recommend a place to get a mono shrimp? Do they have them at your shop?
They generally do. I could send a text and find out before you come up, but they could get them fairly often.
That'd be cool. 'Cause my guy said he doesn't get them. And I mean, there's another place here in Chattanooga called Fish Mania. Maybe I could call them and ask them.
Absolutely. Catfish Terry, hello. Just formally got introduced to you earlier. I appreciate you swinging by here. Derek Raw, glad to have you. Says, I had 17 baby guppies. They are cute. Yeah, absolutely. I love little guppy fry. They're just the neatest little things. Chewy LTD says, Fish from Fever, an interesting cross of guppies to do with the half black blue leopards would be an albino topaz line. That does sound pretty. That sounds really, really pretty. I have so many things going in my mind now with the different lines. Before I get into that, I just want to get them breeding nice and just have some, a good solid strain going with lots of fry, and then maybe go to the fry and start pulling them and see what I can come up with down the road. Let me get this pulled up real quick. Ed, if you had anything you wanted to discuss, you're welcome to. I know that you don't get to talk nearly as much as people would like to hear you.
Well, Big J says that he has some Amano shrimp, but I don't know if I can do the 27-hour drive to get them. And I don't even know if I can go across that many state lines. But they used to be everywhere. I actually have 3 Amano shrimp, but trying to get them out of the tank is going to be a whole nother story. They're in with my pond guppy tank. So it's kind of just like a crazy tank filled with tons of guppy grass, and they're just in there. So that way they can kind of, I don't know, they're just living their best life. Hey, we got Catfish Terry in the house. How is Catfish Terry doing? He said he was getting pretty sick yesterday, and I was kind of worried about him. He was having a tough time getting the mail.
I didn't know about that. Terry, I hope you're doing well.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to have to pull up my studio to be able to do this part here. One thing I was going to say, as I mentioned, Ed and I are going to be guests on Pet Zodic's channel, Diego. That's going to be Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. The other thing is Alexander from A Secret History Living Inside Your Aquarium has agreed to be a guest on our show. We've not worked out a date and time just yet. And we also are going to have King and Queen Cichlids as guests at some point in the near future. Again, still working on times for that. So lots of fun collab stuff. I swear, I feel like there's somebody that I'm supposed to guest on that I can't remember the date and time. If that's the case, please yell at me, smack me around. I'm a horrible guest in the sense that I forget times unless I put them into my phone. So if I've agreed to be a guest and I haven't mentioned it in this stream tonight, please yell at me.
Something we need to work on is try to get Lisa, because we've had John several times.
I think that would be cool.
And Lisa is super cool. So I don't know why I think we got John so much because of Bob Steamfont. Which buddies like to be on at the same time.
John came on and did that separate stream as well. With John, yeah.
Lisa and I both bowed out of that one.
We don't want to talk to you. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I would love to have.
That's all right.
There are so many people that I'd love to have on. This is not wanting to work for me. Shooting from the hip here, doing it on the fly. All right. Oh, another thank you. I know I mentioned that video hitting 1,000 views the other day. Awesome. Again, I really appreciate that. My first self-uploaded video that wasn't a live stream to hit 1,000 views. Greatly appreciate that. But I want to say a huge thank you and a shout out to everybody. We just passed 1,200 subscribers as of the Time Slot Takeover stream. So that was phenomenal.
That's awesome.
There's my membership. I wanted to get this pulled up because I want to shout some people out. I was looking through here earlier, and just about everybody has a channel. I'm just going to start from the top, which would be the most recent, going down to the very first member that we had. But most recently, we had Multi-Tank Addiction join in. Chris, if you don't know him, he usually streams, well, he always excluding, like last week he didn't because of his anniversary, which totally understandable. But he goes every Thursday night, directly ahead of me, and also has another stream as well. So if you haven't checked out Multi-Tank Addiction, please go do so. He's a great guy. He was one of those people back when I first got into YouTube. He helped me out significantly, was very open, and just kind of helped me through some things, just kind of showed me the way, if you will. Thank you all for beating up Nightbot. I appreciate that.
Yeah, Nightbot is harassing the members. You better stop it, Moonstone, or Nightbot's going to get you.
Lake Hamilton Guppy said, I'll warn you, those leopards are going to pop lots and lots of fry. Hey, bring it on. That just means I can get some over to Ed sooner.
That'd be awesome. We're going to take over the whole IFGA.
We're going to try to. Moonstone says, James.
At least wait, let's say the Deep South version, not the big strong guys.
Well, I want my own ribbon. You won that ribbon at Big Fish Deal. Now I need a ribbon. I'm going to hang it on the tank back here.
And there's probably like 109 categories, so I think we could probably we don't have to compete against each other in every category.
Yes, we do. No,
well, that just doesn't make sense.
Make sure I didn't have anything else that was highlighted. Thank you for throwing up the link there. And let me say in advance, thank you, mods, for throwing up the links for these channels. I do very much appreciate what you all do. I try not to ask you to do too much, but this is going to be one of those nights of lots of linking and shouting people out and just talking about a bunch of good people. I mean, I've been getting a lot of love lately, and so I just kind of want to share that. After Multi-Tank Addiction, I would highly recommend you go check out Bob Kaler at Kaler's Aquatics. He recently got his monetization. So glad that finally happened. I can't tell you how deserving he was of that. Bob's probably got almost 600 videos at this point, if I had to guess. At least 500 by now, I'm sure. But he
one today, right before we went, well, not right before, but 15 minutes before we went live. That's right when I was sitting down. It's like, oh, I'd like to watch that. And it was like his dogs were meeting another dog or something. I'm having fun.
Jay and Aquarium, have a wonderful night. I appreciate you joining us, swinging by. Look forward to seeing you on the next go round.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Bob Kaler, wonderful guy. He's actually the gentleman that introduced me to Chattanooga Ed back when I first got into YouTube. Pillar of the community is generally the description that people give to Bob Kaler. So go check out Kaler's Aquatics. Lots of awesome videos. I mean, everything from saltwater to dogs, freshwater fish, reptiles. He's got those bird videos on there. Just so much stuff over there to go enjoy. Hey, Chappie, I appreciate you swinging by. Glad to see you. Chevy Fish, I know you were in here earlier, but I think I missed saying hello to you. Select Pet as well. So the next one. Now, I do want to say he's got a channel. He doesn't actually have anything uploaded on there, but he does have some playlist of fish tubers and things like that. And I mean, the guy is, if not my biggest, one of my biggest supporters, and just a cool guy. I talk to him on Facebook Messenger from time to time. He does awesome artwork, even though you wouldn't know it because it doesn't get shown on here. But that would be Mr. Zen. So, like I said, he doesn't actually have his own videos put on there, but he's got 37 subscribers just from being a cool guy. So why not throw him a couple more, Maybe we can convince him to do some videos with the Zen Ginger and collaborate there, which we'll get to her here in just a moment.
I wonder if I have him. I hope I'm subbed to the Zen, Mr. Zen, best dressed man in the fish fam.
And my thought is one day if he does decide to finally upload something, I'll have the notifications set and I'll be able to jump right on there. Lefty3213, hey, how are you? Excuse me, 3213A, sorry. Appreciate you coming in. No problem. No need to apologize for being late. We're glad to have you either way. So our Mr. Zen is the only one on here that doesn't actually have fish videos. Everybody else has got, they create content. So that was the one person that did not create content, but I wanted to share nonetheless because he's been a huge friend and supporter. Next person we've got on here is Daniken Aquatics. If you somehow don't know Kenny and you're subscribed to this channel, go check Kenny out at Daniken. He's been gracious enough. He did the time slot takeover and covered our shift when we took over Rack's time slot this past Thursday. He's hopped on when I had to randomly run to work at 1 o'clock in the morning. He was like, "Yeah, I'll hop on and talk with Ed."
He was our quiz master.
Yep, he was our quiz master. He does his own live streams and video uploads. Just a really cool guy, and he's actually out there right next to Chris from Multi Tank Addiction, so you can see some collab stuff between the two of them.
And can I just shout out Chris real quick while we're here?
Yeah, absolutely.
If Chris and I do a show, Chris has his show on Tuesday nights, I think, and he does the Thursday night, but he does our normal ones on Tuesday where I'm with him, and that's a lot of fun. But if you want to check him out, you can go to King of Queens Cichlids, and he was featured on their last video on Friday, and you can see Chris right there, even though maybe you'd rather go to his own site, but still it's pretty neat. He was really good on there, and Susie Q was on there, and she was amazing. Sharpies, oh boy, there were just everybody, all of our buddies were on there, really, because Alien was on there also. Alien Aquatics. Did you see the video, James?
I don't think I did. I've got about 43 videos in my watch later list right now.
Oh, okay.
So I'm trying to get through them, but I've had to stop watching at work and get in trouble. So,
well, they were all talking about their favorite cichlid, and it was pretty entertaining. They did a good job, and Scott did a wonderful job editing it together and putting it together. So,
hey, Aquamate, glad to have you. Good day.
Good day. Well, mate.
So, okay, there we go. I lost my list there for a second.
Sorry, didn't mean to throw you off.
No, you were fine. You were perfectly fine. I'm just dealing with multiple windows here and want to make sure I was in the right spot. So, another person who is also in the chat right now would be Kim Moonstone. She has got videos on her channel. She's a creator for anybody that didn't know, and is another member and huge supporter of the channel. I have to say that I just recently subscribed to Kim. I didn't realize that she had videos, but I was going through and I was like, what? How did I not know this? So my apologies, Moonstone, that I did not do that sooner, but I'm making up for it and going through watching your videos. And I appreciate your support. Hey, Anthony's Fishy Friends, Don Gallagher, Dan Slee, all these wonderful fishy friends in here.
Amber just said that she's got a whole mess of tanks all set up, and she's going to be showing us all pretty soon.
Oh, heck yeah.
I was going to read it, and then it flipped away.
Big City Bettis, the QT room is done. 33 tanks. Living room is almost done. 72 tanks. Lab and utility / shipping room are almost done. That's another 30 tanks. Can't wait to share it with y'all. I can't wait to see that. That makes my fish room fever not even seem like anything.
Yeah, she's going to put me to shame.
How she puts most of us to shame.
I don't know if I have any decent photos. Let me see if I got a photo I can share with you guys.
Aquamate says you have memberships. Nice. How did you do that? It just happened. I logged on. I was going to upload a thumbnail for a live stream, and it said, hey, you're eligible for this. And so I went through the steps and got it turned on. One thing I mentioned earlier, and we've still got some more channels I want to shout out. But one thing I mentioned earlier in the chat of the video I released today was that I am working on, the wording eludes me here, different badges, custom badges. That's what I'm looking for, custom badges. So
you're not going to leave that little weird S thing? I think you need different awesome guppies, man. You need like a blue Moscow, all like a bunch of different ones, and then end it with a pleco. Oh, wait. All your things are named after plecos.
They are.
So I guess you just need a bunch of plecos.
Well, Ed, if we can kick you in the butt to get you doing your stuff, and then you can get monetized, and you can get members, then you can have guppy badges. So there's your motivation. Guppy badges.
Extra work. I'd rather just hang out.
But it's fun work, though. Don Gallagher says, James, I swear I will leave if you let anyone up that I don't know. I am traumatized from Big J's stream today. Yeah, I can definitely understand that. I won't go into details on that, but definitely traumatic from what happened.
I love Big J streams. They're awesome.
Chris, it took less than 24 hours for it to verify, and then it was available, and I went through and did the other steps. Dragonler says, James, I swear you got more mods than plebes in here. Yeah, and that's funny because what happened was my very first stream, my very first functional stream, I basically went through and gave everybody a wrench. It was just a wrench party because I'd had so many issues getting a functional stream going that all those people that stuck it out through the back and forth got wrenches. And then we've had some people that were supporters along the way that I felt bad that they didn't have wrenches because they've supported me and they've helped me out, you know. So there is a mod wall. We never have to worry about crap going down in here because it will get shut down with a quickness.
Holy cow. Well, I was trying to find a photo on Instagram, but it seems like everybody has posted millions of photos of their fish today, and I can't get to it. Oh, here it is. Did you see this guy?
I did not. Is that a zebra or a Colombian zebra?
I don't know. I'm not the expert. This is
I'm not an expert by any means. Never claimed that. If I did, my apologies.
That's from Dean's Fish Room.
Oh, it's probably actual zebras then. He's got the pockets and the ability to breed those. Chewy LTD says, Catfish Terry is rather new to the fish fam at Fisherman Fever. He is from your state. And then he's got a link there for Terry's channel. I'm going to have to check that out. Didn't know he was from our state. Maybe we'll have to get him involved in some of these fun fishing meetups.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm not for sure what town it is, but he's real close to Murfreesboro.
Okay, awesome.
So he's just an hour and 45 minutes north of me and probably an hour and 45 minutes west of you.
Very nice.
But, have we found out how he's feeling? I never saw it when I asked if he was doing better or not. Man, I don't want him getting sick. That'd be a drag.
So speaking of the Tennessee people and Western Tennessee specifically, Ginger Graves was another member that signed up, and she's got an awesome channel. I had the I almost said the luxury of the pleasure of meeting her at the Tennessee Fish Tuber meetup. Really lovely lady. I would encourage you to go check her out.
I've got to hang out with her now twice, and man, I wish. I mean, I've got Bob here close, but man, I wish she would live like down the street also, because you could talk to Bob and her all day long and just sit there and be quiet and enjoy yourself. You know, they're both great.
Oh yeah. Well, we stood out there and talked to her and Tiffany for what, an hour and a half after the fish store closed. The employees were coming out looking at us like we're crazy.
Oh well.
And then we've got Petzotics, who, as I mentioned, Ed and I will both be guests on, because he thought it would be really awesome, because he's seen where, you know, people are having hosts on as guests, but he hadn't really seen people having the host and the co-host on, so he wanted to have us both on. We'll be on his channel Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time.
And I promise I won't say much.
Please, you are always welcome to talk, Ed. I just fill in the space.
You know, I wonder if well, I'll look later. I need to get those little things that you tap a PVC pipe to run your airlines.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to see if he sells those. If he does, I'll make a big order of those guys.
He probably does. Mark from Wisco says, Fisherman Fever, I believe that photo is an L46 Pleco. Yeah, a lot of times I can't really especially like that looking at it, can't really tell the real zebras from some of the other zebras, like the Colombian zebra, which is a price difference of several $100s. But with it being Dean's Fish Room, I can guarantee it's legitimately a zebra pleco. Okay, make sure I didn't miss anything else. And I would be very, very out of my mind if I didn't mention this next person. Awesome guy, Chattanooga Ed, also co-hosts with him, Sand Creek Aquatics, Nathan. Got to hang out in his stream for a little bit earlier today before I premiered that video. Very cool guy. You know, he does a lot of fun stuff, and he's in here all the time. Just a great guy to talk to. And like I said, Ed also co-hosts with him, on top of myself and Multi-Tank Addiction. Is there anybody else I'm missing, Mr. Co-host?
I'm a co-hosting fool.
You
It
are.
was funny. When I did that stream with Danikin last weekend or last Thursday, him and his wife were blown away that I didn't have thousands of people as they see me all over the place.
And we were talking about that earlier.
He only has 350, and it's like, well, I don't know. I think I probably deserve less.
Oh, I think you deserve many more. But yeah, we were talking about that in Nathan's stream earlier. Everybody's kind of shocked that you don't have as many, if not more, than I do. And like I said, I think once you get your fish room going and your videos moving, I think you're going to fly past me and a lot of other people.
Yeah, well, I'm not putting out content, so.
Yeah, and I know as soon as you start, it's gonna take off, and I'm gonna promote the crap out of it myself. So, we'll do what we can.
Hey, look, my color's coming in a lot better. Earlier, when we first came on, the sun was going down, and everything was just bright red in here.
It was.
So red.
Say real quick, welcome Sandy Dowdy to Bristle Nose. I appreciate you becoming a member very much.
Oh, awesome.
Very, very cool. Thank you very much for that.
Sandy just lost her big, beautiful goldfish. I don't want to say the wrong type.
I am really sorry to hear that.
I mean, it looked like the size of a softball.
Yeah, that is no fun. That's, we lost the red tail the other day I mentioned on the other stream, and little boy sat out there and cried. Miss Fever was like, "Why is he over there in the yard crying?" And I'm like, "That's where we buried the catfish at." So my condolences. I'm sorry. I know that people that aren't fishy people don't understand, but when you're a fishy person, it's easy to get attached to these guys. You spend a lot of time with them. You learn their habits and their personalities, especially like goldfish. And, there are a lot of fish you can get attached to, but goldfish and Oscars and really personable fish, it's super easy to treat them like little puppy dogs.
And I think that's one of the big reasons why I don't have very many large fish. It's because I don't want to get too attached to them.
I can definitely understand that. It can be rough.
Yeah, but I mean, I think that's why I really like these Bichers, because they have such long lifespans.
They do. Well, and that red tail should not have gone, but that Oscar, for whatever reason, decided, even though there were a lot of smaller fish, that he was going to go after that red tail. It's just one of those things you never know. Stuff happens, unfortunately.
My Threadfin Acaras, man, they're starting to color up, and they're still juveniles. I mean, they're still little guys. I mean, I don't know. They're probably like in between full grown and when I got them, but they are just looking so cool. They haven't started growing their thread fins yet, but they've got like this metallic-y blue, beautiful hue to them that's just awesome.
Very, very nice.
Yep. One of them squirted me last night, too. I was dropping the bloodworms in the tank, and he went up to get it, and he just shot water right in my face. It was hilarious.
Oh, wow.
I was like, what? that never happened. He's the fattest one of them all.
Let me get this pulled back up while I'm waiting for this to populate. Another person I want to mention who's also been on our stream, Priscilla MK Art, became a member last week. She's got some awesome stuff going on over there. Amazing artist. I mean, we've got some really awesome artists in the fish fam, but that's really cool stuff. She works in a pet store. I mean, she's got a lot of great content.
And she was selling a whole mess of it too. What night was that? Oh wait, maybe it was just like 2 nights ago on Griff's channel. Maybe she was cutting it and selling a lot of her. She has a ton of prints that are just beautiful, and I don't know how to get it. So hit her up on Facebook or something, and she's selling some because she's trying to save up to buy something. And I want her to make her own announcements. I don't want to say anything that
absolutely
without permission.
And just in case it wasn't clear, when we were talking, or Ed was talking about Sandy losing her fish, she does also have a channel, so go check her out.
Oh, yeah.
Sandy, I have to say, I'm sorry I wasn't subscribed sooner. I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying to catch up with YouTube. It's like one of those things when you drop the ball, it takes forever to pick it back up and get on top of things. But
she did her first live stream last week too.
I see. I missed that, but I've got that fixed now, and I will get the notifications. So my apologies and thank you.
Oh, she was a guest.
Okay.
I think it was on Sand Creeks. It was one of those late night open nights.
I heard about that. Yeah. Okay. That's right.
Maybe we're going to have to start being a little more careful with those, I guess, from what I heard tonight.
Yeah, I'm not who you let up there. Bob Kaler, Kaler's Aquatics with the $2 super chat. And Bob, I don't know that you were in here at that particular moment. You were probably feeding some fish or walking some puppy dogs. But we did shout you out. So since I don't know that you were in here, I wanted to personally say thank you again to you, sir. Let me jump in here real quick. We've only got a couple more people, but I'll make sure we get to them before we end this promptly at 9 o'clock so that the next person can go on. I'm sure we've got somebody coming on at 9. Is it Aquamate? Saturdays have gotten confusing for me. If anybody knows who's coming on at 9 o'clock, please throw it in the chat. Just Shrimp Granny. I know that she's had a lot going on, but she does have her own channel. She's been on a lot of live streams and done a lot of live streams. So by all means, please go check her out. I know she's had some stuff going on, but very cool person. Go check out the videos from where she went and did that fish rescue a couple months ago. Really cool stuff.
Yep, and she's incredibly grateful or generous, I guess.
She is, absolutely.
Like, you know, I mean, she helps a lot of people out all the time, but like it really showed last year at Aquashella. She won a pond and then gave it to Haley for a rope fish. I mean, that's awesome. If I won the pond, I think Haley's really super cool and everything, but I think I'd like a pond.
Okay, so Rumble is going on at 9 here in about 8 minutes. I was told earlier he was going on at 7, but I didn't see anything listed, so I didn't go in there. So, yeah, if Rumble's going on and somebody's got a link, somebody wanted to see the puppy.
Maybe we should just go until we see the notice or somebody tells us that.
This is that little puppy that y'all saw a month or so ago back on the live stream. Oh,
getting big.
He is.
Oh, come on. He's like 15 pounds.
Like all in my face. Stepping places he shouldn't be stepping. And that leads us to last but definitely not least, our one and only zebra level member here. I don't want to start anything, but she's that one mod that I always know. She was in here. She threw like 5 links out before the stream even started. Of course, you know I'm talking about the one and only Zen Ginger. She's got some really cool stuff, and I've mentioned it before, and people get mad about glowfish sometimes, but if you don't like glowfish, go check out her glowfish video. If you do like glowfish, go check out her glowfish video. I learned a lot of stuff in there that I didn't know, and I never claimed to be an expert, but go check out her videos. She's got some really cool stuff going on.
Oh, there's Priscilla right now.
Now I've lost my...
Priscilla, we were just talking about you. And is there a place where people can look at your prints and buy them? And any other information you'd like to share with the crowd, that's totally cool too. But Zen does totally rock. You really do, Zen. I wasn't trying to take any.
Oh, no. You're good. No, Zen
cool,
is amazing.
Sweetheart.
Yeah, Zen is... And I mean, like, even off the stream, I could message her and be like, hey, what do you think of this idea? Which, by the way, Zen, congratulations on those fry. I won't say exactly what they are in case you're planning on doing a special video for those, hopefully soon. Nudge, nudge, hint, hint. But congratulations on those, as well as those fish that you said made it to you in shipping today. So I'm not going to say exactly what they were. We'll leave that up to her, whether or not that's a surprise video. But, yeah, of course we talk about Priscilla when she's not here.
Yep.
Look at that. Tiffany White, another local Tennessean here who also has some great content. Her, I know I was already subscribed to. Got to meet her back when we had the Tennessee Fish Tuber meetup. So go check her out. Very, very awesome person. And like I said, we talked to her and Ginger for a good hour and a half after the fish store closed, just standing in the parking lot in the cold talking.
And also, if you live anywhere in the Nashville area, she can buy or sell your house for you. She's
She
the
can.
best realtor I know in that area of the state. Well, heck, she's the best one I know in the state.
It's funny because I still have her business card in the center console of my car. So like when we had that real bad weather in Tennessee and everybody was trying to find out how Nashville was doing, I pulled her card out and I was able to call her, or I sent her a text, and I think she was like, "Who is this person? Why are they asking?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's James. It's Fish Room Fever. I had your card. I promise I'm not a stalker." And she's like, "Oh, okay, yeah."
That's awesome.
But thank you very much, Tiffany White. I don't even know that I want to go through. I'm going to put out a video this week. I'm off Monday, so I'm going to make the video Monday that talks about the different channel membership levels, some of the things that go along with that. We've got everything from exclusive access to different videos, or excuse me, early release on videos, a members only live stream at one point, a discount on merchandise, which I am going through and revamping the merchandise and get with Ed so we can finally get a good quality image of his logo, a good file size, and get that done. But there's a lot of different stuff in there. As I mentioned in the previous stream, it's not going to detract anything from what I would typically upload. If it's something that I would have normally done on the channel, I'm still going to do that on the channel. So if you're not a member, don't feel bad. You know, I know it's a bad time financially for people. Please don't feel bad if you can't do it. Like I said, I'm not going to take away from doing videos that I would do normally, or doing live streams that I would do normally. It's just going to be some in addition to things for the diehard fans, for the super fans, if you will. Some behind the scenes stuff and
Maybe you
whatnot.
could throw a barbecue for us.
Yeah, and then there was even like the Zen Ginger wanted to do a Q&A with Shy, Miss Fever, and myself, Grill the Fevers. So we've got that going on. Hey, Tenra, I know you were in here earlier, but I didn't get to say hello to you. So hello, and thank you for coming in.
I think you should do a Q&A with just Shy.
Yeah, she was
Make her
actually
less shy.
she was joking about doing a takeover at the beginning of the stream, and I was like, not today. I've got too much to talk about in an hour. You know. Yeah, you. Here. All right, so I did get to cover everybody, so thank you all once again. I just felt that was something. You know, I used to spend a lot more time talking about other channels and promoting other people and supporting more, if you will. We kind of got to where we weren't doing as much of that. I'm sorry for those of you that tuned in exclusively for fishy content tonight, that there wasn't more in this particular live stream. There will definitely be more to come. If you're missing fishy content, go check out the 2 videos that I've already posted this week. Go check out videos from all those people I just mentioned, and I promise you're going to have more than enough to keep you busy until the next go around.
Well, should we just go in for another hour and see if Rumble comes on? And if he does, then we end it.
On in 2 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. I'm almost positive somebody said he was going at 9.
Yeah, but the thing is, there's so many different time zones. You know, that's why you thought he was coming on at 7. Maybe that was a different time zone too.
It could have been
It would just
possibly.
be a shame to go an hour early, and we could talk about other stuff. And
It would be. Let's tell you what. I'm going to grab the link for Rumbles here and see what time it's got scheduled. We're going to validate that real quick. Hold, please.
oh, Aquamate said he's going in 1 minute, so
So there you go. 1
we
minute.
got a professional there that'll let us
So
know. So
let's
that's cool.
go rate him, if you would, please. We're going to do hashtag Guppies in honor of those wonderful Guppies that came in today. So that way we don't run over him. Let's cut it short. Ed, if you want to say your farewells, and then I'll kill it for the night.
Yeah, thank you everybody for coming in and having fun with us. Boy, it went so fast. I don't know what happened.
It really did.
And thank you for all the members, and thanks for the super chats, guys. The mods were amazing. Next week we'll try to make it more a fish topic, so we'll always keep throwing different things at you guys.
Absolutely. everything Ed said. I appreciate y'all. Love you, Fish Fam. So until next time, keep your fish healthy, keep yourselves healthy, and catch yourselves